I did graffiti a lot when I was 13, 14, 15, Sec 1 TKO, a lot of black book. Instead of doing work in high school, I would work in the book all the time, tags, hand styles. I used to be obsessed heavily with like street graffiti, like in the car, on the highway and stuff. Montreal's blessed with a lot. So I had like a real clear obsession with that early on. I had no experience with canvas, with paint, with none of that, but I started generating pieces. I had my first art show 6 months after I started painting. And I literally just woke up one day and I had like a crackhead urge to like buy a big ass canvas. One of my boys just got a really good set of gold teeth, right? Like top to bottom, really nice grills, right? It was my boy Pinky 38. He had a picture of just his grills, right? Just his mouth, like really dirty. So I stencilized it and I did like a 6 foot by 4 foot of his grills. So that was the first piece I ever did, was a 6x4 painting of my homie's gold teeth. Thank God the first one turned out good because it really motivated me. I was like, yo, Reggie, man, first time out, homie, you painted something legit, because it came from my balls, you know? I like famous musicians. I like to paint portraits of people. If you look at the early collection, my first collection was painting famous people like Jack Nicholson. I paint Jack Nicholson because he looks like my dad. I paint Rastas because I really like Chronic. Recently, I've been getting in a little bit of trouble because I'm painting a lot of what's considered perverted stuff. I like the female form. People think that like sucking a dick is perverted and it shouldn't be painted, but I think in today's society, like painting a blowjob is like painting the new Mona Lisa, you know what I mean? I am not gonna paint flowers in a fucking vase any day of my goddamn life. I want to do something more interesting. I'm like, what is artistic about a girl giving a blowjob? And I'm like, if you ever gotten a good blowjob, you know what the fuck's artistic about it, first of all. So what inspires me day to day? I like grimy, dirty, what's not acceptable otherwise. What people don't think is acceptable is what inspires me. I like to push people's envelope on what they accept in the art world. If you're into like the darker, grimier side of life, you might get off on my stuff. I ain't gonna lie, I want my name to ring across town, but it's more of a self-satisfaction thing for me at this point. Me painting right now is satisfying me. It keeps me from fucking hurting people. I hope to get better. I hope to get good to the point where I'm impressing myself on canvas. So I just hope to get a little bit of fame, get better at the craft, and just satisfy what I gotta satisfy. I love the fact that I could do whatever I want. I mean, I can wake up in the morning and no one's gonna tell me what to put on the canvas. I love that I can get as sick as I want to. I mean, you can either like look at the canvas or not look at it. I get to do whatever I want. What I like about art is there's no censorship. No one's gonna censor anything that I put down on canvas. I love the fact also it's, you can make a good piece of art with something you find in the garbage. Like just a little bit of ink and something found in the garbage, you know, and you can make something beautiful. Someone's gonna throw away 18 kitchen cupboards. I'm gonna pick up 18 kitchen cupboards and make 18 pieces of goddamn art with it. So I like that you could take a piece of crap and make something beautiful. There's a lot of bullshit floating around art scene, and people are always like, is it art? Is it art? And 99% of the time, the answer is no, it's not art. I spend a lot of time, I mean, I go on the street and I look at hand styles, I look at street art, blah, 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 but I go into like high-class galleries and I like to check out what people are charging $20,000 for. And when I see a 6-inch by 6-inch painting of a cow in a fucking meadow going for $20,000, I get a little upset and I can't help but think there's something fucked up about the scene. It's all very boring. Boring, boring, boring. So the highest level of art that I see in Montreal and elsewhere is a big pile of bullshit. You got these Jackson Pollock wannabes spritzing fucking colors on the canvas, lacquering the shit out of it, and calling it fine art. I love abstract art. I used to do a little abstract. I mean, when you're bored, do some abstract. But it's rare you see an abstract piece that really catches your eye. Like a lot of good guys like fucking Omen and all these dudes, man, like, yo, they're getting contracts paying on the street, but I want to see bigger gallery shows for these guys, you know what I mean? I want to see bigger things happening for these people. Our local news channel was like, there's a war on graffiti this year. There's a war on street art. And I don't know, war for me is defined like you want to fucking kill me. Graffiti and street art is not a legitimate art form for these people, and that's really fucking upsetting because the best stuff happening out there is on the street. It ain't in the galleries. People in galleries are pumping shit, and the street is pumping real stuff. Some old chick with some fucking connections to a gallery gets her pieces positioned, and people with legitimate talent and something to say or something to get off their chest are punked off. So I hate that about art. I'd step behind the microphone. Like I said, I'd give them 6 minutes of what I felt was really good rapping, and then edit me down to 30 usable seconds. Painting, man, I can finish a painting every fucking day. Every fucking day. And it just became more satisfying as time went on. I was completing more art pieces than I was music projects. You know, and once you've done a record and made no money, and you did another record and you made no money, and you rap at the dance for a t-shirt, you rap at the dance for like free entrance, you're earning these people's money and they ain't giving you shit. And I ain't a punk. I don't like to get ripped off by nobody, but I'm also a nice man and I'm not gonna talk shit in your face. So what I will do is I'll fucking quit, and you can hire the next man to come and be a punk at your show. As a musician, you rarely have total control. Hunter S. Thompson, I love that motherfucker. He's got a great quote. I'm not gonna do it proper, but he says the music industry is an endless money trench full of pimps and hoes ready to rip you off. And I had a really romanticized view of music when I was young. When you're 26, man, and you're not fucking eating, fuck the stage. Fuck props, fuck your show, fuck your clique, fuck your management, fuck you, I'm out. I tried that 9 to 5, 40 hours. I've earned my money in that capacity. I can't do it anymore. Like I want to hang myself on the back of my door if I gotta go work, you know? Don't let any newscast tell you there's a war on you, and they're gonna hunt you down and put you in handcuffs just because you want to paint on the street. Because I wake up every morning and I do me. I don't do anybody else, and it's hard. People talk shit in my face on the daily basis. People say my art's bullshit. People say I'm bullshit, but you wake up, you do what you gotta do, and you get your self-respect and your pride that way.